Hello, and welcome to a new series I'm starting on my channel, which will be called Degeneracy Builds. And today we're going to build a elongated version of the Minecraft village house. This is one that I've just built a few minutes ago out of the cherry blocks. This is just basically a carbon copy of this one here, but I have extended it in terms of length and width, which has made it look a lot taller because of the stairs, which act as the roof. I believe this should be survival friendly, and hopefully it will look good when built out of the normal ones. So let's get the blocks we need. I have built one of these before, but it's not as big as this in actual survival world. But not like the cherry. I built it out of normal. I don't like the new creative menu that well, but I can still use the middle mouse button. So let's start with the foundations. Usually I like to start when building this with the door area, which helps me figure out the center point of the house. Then I put down the doors and continue extending it. Each time doing 2 blocks at a time. I'm not going to build a 10 by 10 like this one is. I'm going to build it a little bit smaller, as I don't initially like the tallness of it, but it looks fine. It still functions as a house, and it could be used to replace typical villagers' houses, or make bigger versions so you can have more villagers, living in those little houses. But what you do with your villages is none of my business. So I'm going to add the wood beside the doors. And I think I'm going to extend this another 3 in terms of length, as I want to keep it relatively simple. I miscalculated on one end, which is a bit of a blunder on my part. I'm not usually too miscalculated with my builds. Usually I get my build ideas when I'm just doing nothing. I pop on quick to see what the build idea looks like, and if I like it, I recreate it in other worlds by basically keeping a image of what I built, so I can remember what it looks like. Now that those are done, let's add some little features. I like to do with like this, so there are windows like that, very small ones, like they have in the actual villager houses. Normally I don't like using the glass panes, but to keep it nice and looking like the originals, I am using glass panes, which actually fit these buildings quite nicely, I have to say. Not usually a fan of village windows, but this design actually fits nicely. Oh no, that's the wrong block. I'm a little bit of an idiot. Should be cobble. Right, now onto the roof, which is normally a pain because of stairs. But in order to look properly, you should be able to perfectly align your stairs. Especially when they're upside down. Now we got to do this. We got to the next forward looking. Now that I see this, it looks like it's a very like pushed in the middle. It's not a lot of space in there, but I would say that's probably enough. You could fit 4 villagers in here. I think, yeah, 4 villagers would be nice in there. You can put their workstations in there as well. With that one, you would probably be able to fit 8. With the 10 by 10, you could probably fit 8. If you're very, you know, space conscious in there. You should be able to fit 8 villagers. Which is fine. I would say the maximum for the 10 by 10 would be 8, and the recommended would probably be 6. In terms of villagers living in there. Due to the space. As for a smaller version, I would say 4 would be the recommended at maximum. As you don't want to have a big crunch in your doorways. Which I don't like. I don't like villagers like clogging my doorways and all coming in. I live near a village. I know in the past I've completely forgotten that if I have, you know, job blocks inside my house, villagers will all come into my house. And one of them will decide to claim my bed as his own. And in response to them, when he goes out to the bell, or the town centre, I've put carpet in front of my doors, so he can't get in and claim my bed as punishment. And my friends got angry at me for doing that, because, yeah, mobs will kill him. I don't do that anymore now. I don't put carpet in front of my house. The stores. I don't. I make sure that the village has enough job blocks placed, and that the entranceway to my house has gates. So I can stop the villagers coming in, but allowing me access. And if they manage to get through all that, I just put a lead on them, drag them out, or put them in a boat. Basically, kick them out. Which is my house, not theirs. And as for this new series, I may or may not do builds on different games, not just Minecraft. I might do it on Terraria or Team Mod Loader with my mods. But it all depends on what I want to build. And this is it, complete. Side by side, they're probably... This one's taller. If I was going to choose one for my villagers, I'd probably choose the cherry, like, size. Cherry in terms of size. But if I wanted to have, like, an attic, I would go with this one. As I could probably put an enchantment table up there, or a bunch of chests. Which would be fine. And I thank you for watching. This has been the first episode of Degeneracy Builds. I hope you enjoyed watching me quickly build this. And I will probably see you in the next build.